And there was a slight design flaw with these. And if the girls don't like them, they'll have to come. This is the old boat curtains, and there was a slight design flaw with these because what I did was I put the hook side on the back here and the loop side on the wall in the boat, and whenever you take these off they stick to everything. What it wants is the hook side putting on the boat and the loop side putting on here. So I've got some new fabric here. This is the new fabric we're going to use, and I'm going to cut out a couple of curtains and sew some Velcro on and make some new curtains. Pretty straightforward. Okay, one curtain, and we've got the hook side on here so it's not sticking to itself when you fold them up and put them away, which is much nicer. And we'll glue the hook side on the wall. Mild. And if the girls don't like them, they'll have to come and make them themselves, won't they? Easy. If I know anything about it, the girls will love these because they haven't had to make them themselves. It'll be great. And they look clean and fresh, and they should be easy to use. So, you know. I mean, most people seem to have these little tracks that stick and bind and what have you on their boats, and the other thing is that the windows aren't huge. So they end up pushing back, and then the ruffled up curtain is all covering one end of the window, so you lose light, you know. So we can just peel these right off the wall. That's the idea. Well, I mean, that's what we did with the old ones, and it was great. Apart from the design flaw with putting the hook side on the wrong bit. So I think we've overcome that now. This is upholstery fabric, and I haven't put a hem on it because I didn't think it was going to fray, but we'll see. I mean, if it turns out that it frays a bit, well, I've got enough fabric. I'll make some more and put a hem on them. But the trouble is, it just makes them heavier and heavier, and so that takes more sticking on the wall. And it's not the problem with the two bits of Velcro sticking together, because they'll stick alright and hold them up. It's where you glue the hook side onto the wall. I haven't been very successful gluing the hook side on permanently. It seems to last about a year or so and then it falls off. But this time I'm going to do it with some resin. Probably find it's going to melt the Velcro. But we'll give it a try anyway, we'll see what happens. I expect somebody who's a professional will be looking at this thinking, oh my gosh, what is he doing? Oh no. Don't you just hate it when the bobbin underneath runs out? Flipping heck. That is so annoying. Ah. Okay, well, job done. Take this down to the boat and see how it works. Okay, well, it's looking a bit rough and ready here because we've taken a lot of the paint off here. This is the new window that we've put in, but it's not finished off by any means. But during the process, I've painted along here some resin, and I've bonded the hook side of the Velcro onto the wall all the way along, top and bottom. I mean, we've obviously got all the paintwork to touch up once we've finished off everything, but that'll hold the curtains, and so that should be pretty straightforward. We haven't got to worry about any sticking tracks or anything. It seems to work quite well. It's what we've used for the last few years, but the old curtains were pretty rubbish, and so we'll get on and finish it off now. So here's the finished item on the wall. Obviously got to finish painting yet, But this is how it works, and we can peel it off. It's really simple. And you just stick it back on. So you can just peel the whole thing off, take it home, wash it, do whatever you want, fold it up, put it away. Works really easily. No track to worry about that sticks or jams. And while we're in the saloon here, just up by all the fishing rods here, so this is one of our solar vents. We've got 2 of them, and they run 24/7. Solar charges up a little battery during the day, and that keeps them running all night. Apart from this one, which has died. The solar panel's gone, and you can buy a service kit for them, which comes as a motor and 1 or 2 bits, but it doesn't come as a solar panel. You can't buy a solar panel. Buy a whole new thing. And the company that make them, they charge like a wounded rhino. They are so expensive. So what I've done is I've kept the whole thing in place, and can we see up in here? Let me get a bit of extra light on the scene here, and then we'll see what I've done up inside it. Right, here we go. There we are. Up inside there, I've fitted a little computer fan. Obviously, I've just taped the wires up with a bit of masking tape for a moment, but that and I've wired it into the switch that came with the solar fan, so we can switch it on and off. It sucks a huge amount of air, and it doesn't use much electric. I mean, it really doesn't use much electric at all. It's brilliant. So we're going to see how much electric it uses now. Okay, so at the moment we're using sort of 0.76 of an amp. That's what we're using at the moment. We're going to go and turn the fan on and see how much extra we use. So that's the fan on. Let's go and see what we're using now. So less than 0.86, so 0.1 of an amp it uses. I bought 2 fans, and if the other one dies I shall fit another one the other side. So I'm going to stick this wire to the ceiling the same way as I've done with these other wires around here, with a bit of silicone. Can we see? Yeah, up behind the fishing rods here, there you go, there's a lump of silicone there. Just a little dot of silicone on the ceiling, and one there, and that just holds them up. So with these fans running, especially when we leave the boat and there's nobody on board, it just stops it going musty and mouldy. It's really good, it works really well. We get very little boat smell when we come back to it after a week away. And the other thing we're doing it like this is, so this pushes up and that shuts it off. So in heavy weather where you get green water over the deck, that stops water coming in. So that piece of it still works. So all I've done is just change the motor for a little computer fan. And well, we've got to put up with 2 wires coming out of it, but I mean, big deal. These little fans were a couple of quid a piece, and they're brushless motors, run forever hopefully.